Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently still in a precarious situation here. This axis of nations against us is very threatening to us, and it's a big problem, actually. But it looks like they may have started moving troops out of here, or something along those lines. Let's see what they end up doing, but we need to move up over this way right now. This needs to be our destination because we need to take over these two provinces as soon as possible. We're actually going to pull back this diplomat from Korea. Currying favors isn't going to help us get an alliance, so that's not actually helpful for us. We're going to pull that back immediately. And we are going to head up here as soon as we can. It'll take a little time to get there. Claim fabricated from Orachoni. Yeah, that's to be expected. These guys definitely want our territory. There's no doubt about it. Not sure where they sent their other unit here. They had 9k here previously. But okay. They're just walking away. They're probably going to go stack up somewhere over here or something. Are they in another war? No, they're not. Okay, so I guess they're just walking away. Maybe they have other priorities. That would be really good for us, actually. Our current strategy is hope we don't get attacked. So, I hope we don't get attacked. We are, of course, building the spy network. We're going to start another spy network over here, but not just yet. We'll hold off on that for the moment. And it's going to take us a very long time to get this corruption paid off at this speed. That is understood. But I would also like to move towards getting these two provinces to 555 development. We're going to bump them up to 5 right now in the diplomatic and military categories. We're lacking in admin power, so that's not going to be a great option for the moment. And sadly, there's nowhere we can send this merchant, right? Is that still true? We have provinces in the Girin trade node, but we can't actually interact with the Girin trade node. Okay, sure. Let's see. Trade range. Is that something to do with tech? Yeah, 10 trade range would come from next tech. I mean, I don't think that would be enough. We're like 50 short. I mean, if these guys attack us and we manage to eke out some sort of a strange victory, maybe. But the odds of that are, I think, extraordinarily low. We might be able to fight them to a standstill, but it would just devastate us economically. So that's definitely something to consider. Now, we are still a ways away from getting our spy network built here. So there's not a point just yet in increasing our army maintenance. That won't be a thing for a little bit. Although we may want to bump it up just ever so slightly, so that we are actually reinforcing. Yeah, 50 men per month is not bad. So that'll be fine. We're halfway done with this spy network. Only having 2 diplomats is a little bit complicated as well, but it'll be fine for the moment. Honestly, the fact that these guys moved off of our border is kind of huge. There's a lot less pressure from here right now. It's making me think that maybe they have another priority. Like, maybe Nanai? I'm not sure what else they would be doing. Like, where would they send those troops to? I don't know. They're not into any wars currently. So, that's fine. I'm not too concerned about that. I think this is okay. If they're not going to be posturing against us, I'm happy with this. This is an ideal outcome. I suspect they're still going to be posturing, but we'll see. So we're at 15 now, so it's going to be like 5 months. We should probably consider raising up our army maintenance now so that our morale can start to regen. There we go. And we're going to start just absolutely plummeting in treasury. That's fully understood. But we did bank up a little bit of cash. 65 admin. Is that enough to get an admin here? Yes, it is. So we're 555 there. Excellent. And we need more admin over here. Absolutely. Okay, 18.2, and we are at about half morale right now. We're recovering 16%, 16.6 per month. So we're not quite going to be full up. Okay, 19.5. So we have 1 more month tick here, and then we're going to have to walk in as well. What's the supply limit here? Ah, that'll do it. 7 supply limit. Yeah, we're going to take some attrition here for sure. Now, I suspect that we're not actually going to fight their army. They're probably just going to walk out into this Terra Incognita, if I had to guess. That's what I'd do anyway. We can go ahead and declare this at any time. And when would we arrive here? We would arrive here on 12 March, so that's actually fine. We have plenty of time. We'll go ahead and do not this CB, but the Conquest CB. There we go. I'm not doing forced migration CBs right now because I don't want to force them to relocate. I want to take their province. Okay, so we're going to head on in over this way, and we fully expect that they are going to not be accessible for us here. They rolled up a general. He has 3 shock pips. That's a decent general. Okay, yep, they're walking away, as expected. Took them a little while to do it, but they were probably just waiting for the timing to line up. Fair enough. So we're going to siege here, and the problem with this is we can't really do this efficiently. I would like to back off on our army maintenance a little bit. I'd like to move units out of here as well. The problem with that is it takes so long to move back and forth, and we have no intel on where they are. So we have to keep all of our units here. This is not under any circumstances ideal, but this is just because of Terra Incognita. Our hands are tied here. We don't really have an option without doing something hugely risky. So that's a little bit sad. We should also pull back this diplomat. Actually, no, we shouldn't. Spy network increases our siege rolls still, doesn't it? Or did they change that? I think spy network can still improve sieging. Was that a CK2 thing? You know what? I honestly don't even remember. We're going to keep that guy there for now, and we are going to build a spy network over here. How do we roll here? Minus 49. Okay, well, it's an improvement. So we're currently losing 1.23 per month. And how much attrition are we taking here? Quite a bit is the answer, about 2%. Well, 1.3% is what we're actually taking. 1.3% monthly attrition is not awful, but it's not great. It'll get worse once winter comes if we're still sieging. Hopefully we won't be. Naval research wrong, so diplomatic power? We do have a decent amount of diplomatic power. Okay, sure. I'm not happy about it, but we do have some. How do we do on this siege roll? Okay, 42. It's not great, and we're going to need to continue to debase our currency. That will be absolutely necessary. That'll buy us some time. Cool. Minus 21, and we got a breach, actually. That's a huge deal. We got a wall breach there. Very happy about that. We're not seeing anyone on our border here. They're not in a war. They're still in that axis, but they seem to have backed off a little bit, and I'm super happy about that. Hopefully that means that they're not going to declare war on us for a while, because we need time. That's what we need more than anything. How are we doing on our institution spread? The answer is poorly. Okay. Well, it'll get finished up soon enough. We're at 7% here. Let's see if we get a really lucky roll here. For a second there, I thought we were going to, but we didn't. Monastic orders have seized power. I think that's a historical event. We stayed at 7%, so that was actually a pretty sad roll. Not a lucky one at all. Unfortunate. And they gained a claim over here. Okay, up to 14%. Not great, but not awful either. And we're at 16.3. Okay, 28%. I'm going to pull back this diplomat at this point because we're going to need him for the peace deal, which we're going to get very shortly here. So let's finish up this siege. Oh, I was hoping we got it that time. It's 28% every time that this bar fills up. But it didn't happen that time. We're going to have to debase again. We're running out of times that we can debase. That's understood. 35%. Okay. If we knew where their army was, but we don't. Sad. Oof. 35% failed again. Didn't even increase our chance. This siege has been ongoing for a while at this point. 425 days. Like, we're having a hard time with it. No doubt about that. We only have the one siege pip, though. Actually, we have no siege pips. I thought we had one. But we have no siege pips on this general. Ando made a claim on us? Okay. If they attack us, I think Ashikaga would not get involved. That would be an interesting development. We'll see if they decide to do that. We're still chilling at 35% here. Okay, Hatakeyama, we don't care about that. There we go. We got it. Okay, so let's enforce our demands here. We will... Cannot make it a core? What? Why can't we make that a core? I'm confused, but we could make them our vassal. And actually, that might be better right now. Enforce the religion as well. I don't care about giving up claims. Yeah, I think this is actually better for us to make them a vassal right now, because they have 6k troops. There's no way we're going to get 6k out of this. There we go. Okay, so further questions. Why were we unable to core this? I would think that it would be in coring range of Kamchatka here. Very strange. Well, they are currently disloyal, so we are going to move these troops. Actually, supply limit is 11 here. We're just going to chill here for the moment, and we will drop our army maintenance. I want to check in on subjects here. So these guys are 38% Liberty Desire. Okay, so that's up there for sure in terms of the relative army power. Okay, so if we do the same with these guys, and we could move out over this way. If we do the same with these guys, that makes things interesting for sure. I would like to annex these because of the relative power. Oh, they just migrated here. Hilarious. Apparently they're migratory. I did not realize that. They're now loyal? That's neat. Okay, so if we were to declare this, yeah, we would need to make a claim. That's quite the development in the tooltip there. I feel like that's a bug. But okay, we'll go ahead and make that, and we're going to hop over here. This makes things slightly easier for us, I think. Slightly. We're going to go ahead and declare this. And we would call in these guys, of course. They disbanded their army? That's interesting. I wonder what their force limit is. Yeah, they disbanded their army. Huh. We could designate them a march, but I think we're going to hold off on that for the moment. Let's go ahead and declare war on these guys, and I'm not sure if we're going to be able to... Oh, wait. We dropped our army maintenance. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. Because now we have to wait for our army maintenance to replenish. It is coming up by 21.5 per month, though. When would we arrive here? If we had these guys selected, we would arrive on... It would take like 2 months to get there. So I feel like this is okay. Okay, in we go. We'll arrive on 31 December. So we get that month tick plus 1 more. So we're going to get like 20% more morale. And that's good. They're not running away either. They did get another troop there. 0 shock pips, though. We should have very solid shock phases here. I don't know if we're going to be able to core this, though. We may not be able to. If we have to vassalize them, that will make things spicy, but that'll be okay. I expected us to have higher starting morale than this. And then we rolled incredibly poorly. A 0 to their 8. 4 to their 4. 2 to their 7. 3 to their 7. Those are some bad rolls. Okay, we're going to walk back. We rolled incredibly poorly there. There's no way around it. But sometimes that happens. However, they're going to be fairly unable to do anything here. They're going to have to siege this fort to do anything. They're going to fight these guys, which they will win. But they'll take losses. They're not sending their whole force. That's interesting. So we're heading over here. We'll arrive there on 6 May. Yeah, they will win this, obviously. Now, we do have a rebel uprising in Kamchatka. We're just going to... We can't handle it right now, so we're just going to give them autonomy to drop their unrest. So... Then we're going to be chilling here with our army. I think that might drop their unrest down far enough. We'll see. Because we're just going to be chilling here for the moment while we reinforce a bit. It's going to cost us a lot. There's no doubt about that. We're going to be reinforcing 1,000 per month. Okay. Well, that's going to go pretty quick. So what do we got here? 4.2. We could do harsh treatment. It's an option. How many troops will they actually spawn? 6K. Okay, that's a little bit problematic for us, I'd say. But I think we may just let them spawn. In about 4.3 years, that should, in theory, be okay. We are, unfortunately, going to have to debase again. I was hoping to not have to do this, but it's absolutely necessary. And 916 will be used this month. We're going to turn around and go back in here. Oh, they're Miltech 4. That's a big part of the problem there. Sure, we're not Miltech 4 yet. We're a long ways away from that, in fact. We've still got that feudalism penalty. Are they feudal? Hang on. No, they're not feudal. Okay, so they just saved up. So Miltech 4 definitely makes things complicated. There's no doubt about that. But we're going to arrive in here eventually. They're already up to 28%. Oof. Well, we have more troops, but they have better troops. And hopefully we don't roll that poorly. We'll arrive there 18 November, so very shortly here, actually. Now, how do we roll? Well, that one's okay. We're rolling badly, though. That's okay. That's okay. That's a good roll. That's a bad roll. That's an okay roll. That's mediocre. But we ended up winning, so that's good. Now, they are retreating out this direction. That's fine. We're going to head up here and begin a siege. Now, they could head up over this way, and that's something we'll need to think about. Checking in over here, there's not a lot going on over there right now. So we just hope that we continue to not be attacked for a while. These guys have raised up to 90%. And I'd really like to do something about it. Unfortunately, that war exhaustion plus all that separatism, that's a lot. So they're probably going to rebel here. It's not the biggest of deals if they do. We do, of course, need to debase again. And we're going to run out of manpower fairly soon. This is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not great under any circumstances. So, we know they retreated off down this way. What I'd really like to do is shift consolidate some regiments here. And we know that we need 4 units here. So, I would like to leave these 4. And then the rest move out over this way. And just so that we take less attrition and these guys can replenish a little bit more efficiently. Now, the real question here is how long before these guys get back? And how poorly do we roll on our sieges? Because those aren't going too well right now. These troops are unlikely to be capable of dealing with the rebels over here. However, if we allow attachment, we might be able to get these guys to attach to us and use them as well. So we've arrived over here now. And I'm not sure if these guys are attached or not. Looks like they are. Maybe. Hard maybe there. We did get a wall breach, so that's good. We're at minus 12 right now. That's almost exclusively due to ticking, I think. Well, we still lost a little bit in terms of battle war score, but that's okay. So these guys are replenishing, and they will get replenished fairly soon. We are, of course, replenishing them from just our manpower generation at this point, which isn't great. But we need to finish up this siege, and then we're going to be at peace for a little bit. I do want to get up to level 5 admin here. There we go. That'll help our losses a little bit. In fact, financially, we're doing a lot better, but it's mostly because we're looting foreign cities, so fair enough. We may have enough now. Oh, we can get a government reform. That's actually a fairly big deal. So, do we want the national manpower modifier, or do we want the national tax modifier and yearly corruption reduction? Honestly, right now, that yearly corruption reduction is going to increase our corruption change by like 600% over what it is right now, as well as making us more money. I think that's more important to us right now than the national manpower modifier. We may change that later. But for now, that's incredibly important. In fact, that does mean that we can stop paying anything for rooting out corruption, and we're still going down by a lot more. So that'll be a big benefit for us. We're at 7% over here, and we actually have a mission fulfilled of high income. Okay, cool. We'll take that. That's wonderful. I'm a little surprised these guys haven't declared on us. I expected them to when we were up here, but I will happily take it. So we're at 28% over here. Delhi is in civil war. That's nice. We really don't care about them. Okay, 28%. Fingers crossed. Nope, not that time. But we're at 35. We do have that breach, and that's all good. This unit is not maxed out at this point by any means. They're still lacking about 1,000 troops. So that'll take like 10 months. But this rebellion hasn't happened yet, which is also good fortune. We finished up this siege. That puts us at 100% here, and we are absolutely going to annex this. We can't really afford to have 2 vassals right now because they would be a little too powerful, and it would be good to vassalize them, right? But the primary problem would be that their relative army power of all vassals to Ainu, that would be up over 60% if we did that, and that's simply not something that we can handle. So we need to annex this, and any gold that they have. Done. Okay. All of these guys, they're all going to come down over here. Actually, we should group up here first. There we go. We are going to need to core this, and we will go ahead and do so. A royal marriage offer from our vassal. Yes, we accept that. Now, Korea is kind of being elitist. They'll probably eventually be interested in allying us, but we're just not powerful enough right now, and that's fair enough. Okay, what do we got for military here? 10 of 11. Okay, that's cool. So we're definitely going to embiggen the size of our military a little bit. We are very positive right now in our treasury because of spoils of war. Okay, so that's going to go away, and we are going to be negative again. But for right now, we are going to allow this unit to pop, and it can be any month now. It has a 5% chance per month. So we need to group up our army over here, and the supply limit is actually pretty low here. It's higher down here, but we're going to immediately start moving as soon as these guys get in here. It takes a while to move around over here, but we're going to start moving immediately. And yeah, we can see that our vassal is not attached to us. That's okay. We're going to move down here and not take attrition. Thank you very much. And if we didn't have this rebel uprising brewing, I would absolutely lower our maintenance somewhat. We're gonna try to ease the tension here. We have a new heir. Okay, cool. And these guys are loyal. That's very good. They have 3,000 troops, so, I mean, that's not shabby. That does help bulk up our numbers on paper, which on paper is what is really important right now because that's what the AI looks at. However, it is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to see when these rebels are going to get around to popping. It will be in the eventual time. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.